featherweight division title. Well, you want to talk about a guy who has taken the sport by storm. Enter Zabit Magomedshapipov. I don't think we have enough buttons on the controller to do everything this guy does in the cage.
No, you can't even button mash some of the techniques that Zabit has in his arsenal. But the problem with preparing for Zabit is that you can't prepare for Zabit because there is no pattern. There is no rhyme or reason to what he's doing. Just look to the modified knee bar to get against Brandon Davis to finish that fight, to some of the other fantastic performances he has. It's almost like you're staring down the barrel of a test in Algebra 10, which doesn't even exist when you're trying to prepare for Zabit.
Well, how about the pop as the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion works his way to the octagon here tonight. Yet another title defense is what's in front of him. He is healthy. He is ready to prove that all the featherweights below him are just that, below him for a reason. He believes he is the champion for a reason. He believes he should be mentioned with the all-time greats. And that is what is at stake for him here tonight. Another title defense, another chance to prove that he is one of the greatest 145-pound fighters this octagon has ever hosted. All right, now we bring you the tail of the tape for this featherweight championship fight. Volkanovski is 2 years the elder. Magomedshapipov is 7 inches taller. He will have a 2-inch reach advantage. All right, now to get us started with the introductions, here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. For the undisputed UFC Featherweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 18 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Introducing the challenger, Zabit Magomedshapipov. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC featherweight champion of the world, Alexander the Great Volkanovski.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it official.
They touch him up, and we are underway.
Ready. You ready to fight?
Well, these guys have been on each other's radars for quite some time. Tonight, it shall be done. Both guys well-rounded. You think we're getting a kickboxing match tonight or what?
You just don't know, right? You don't know who's going to be able to employ their strategy the way that they need to. This is a close fight on paper, and also in every performance we have seen them put on, these guys seem to be the mirror image of each other.
Nice combination there by Volko.
Nice kick.
Oh! Head kick. Oh! Oh, and there he goes working off that jab again. How's your jabs?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, wow, actually got it.
Keep it busy here off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Close guard.
And now he's in the guillotine. He's attacking guillotine.
Oh, nice job using it, and he's out. Nice hammer fist. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position up the bottom.
So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back in range.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active.
There's no tell on that leg kick.
Just missed with that right hand. So we cross the 30-second mark in our opening round. Oh, big knee!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Big knee to the body! And now he's got that tie clinch. We'll see what he can do with it. So a strong 5 minutes down. All right, so there's the end of the round, and the tide has officially turned. A huge head strike to stun his opponent. We'll see which corner can adjust here moving forward.
I mean, they've got to be celebrating. They've got to be happy. Everything's working. But the other side has to be concerned. They have to figure something out, make some sort of adjustment to try to change the tide of this fight.
All right, here we go now, champ. Round 2. Alexander Volkanovski versus Zabit Magomedshapipov.
Big punch land. Boom. He's throwing every part of himself into these big leg kicks.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're going to have to put something on your opponent that's going to really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish the fight.
Hip tosses him down. Now we'll see if he can advance position.
I mean, right into side control.
Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point.
We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any you've ever seen. He's gonna attack armbar here. Oh man, that was slick.
Well, you gotta stay busy on the bottom. He's doing it here. Nice punch. Strong bottom work here, staying busy. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Beautiful movement, hip work on the ground here. Just outstanding with the transition.
He is not staying in one place on the ground, and that's very important.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Volko. Just over 2 minutes to go. Man, isn't it fun to watch this dude work on the mat?
He's unbelievable how fluid he is in his motions on the mat.
All right, dominant position here. He's got the full mount. A lot of different ways he can go here. Maybe try to find an arm bar or just get the ground and pound.
He can attack submission, but those submissions will present themselves once he is landing that brutal ground and pound he is known for. Because then his opponent will start to get a little bit desperate to get out from under him, which will then in turn leave arms dangling, or he'll turn to his knees and get choked out.
All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back. Well, you know, I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in the gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too. The horn at the end of the round, so the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, a lot of highlights from which to choose over those previous 5 minutes, DC. Let's take a look at the replay.
Yeah, and for all the good that he did in that round, it was the punching that really led to him really taking control of the fight. He did a great job finding his shot over and over again.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this third round of this championship fight.
Big kick lands.
Oh, lands another beautiful strike to the body, really starting to connect at will when it comes to working the body, and especially effective doing it later in this fight. Didn't see a lot of that from him in the earlier rounds.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
So as we call on the fight stats here, DC, 68 total strikes have landed for Alexander Volkanovski. And landing with 67% accuracy, pretty good against Zabit. Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out.
He got him.
Now goes in and secures the takedown. Volkanovski gets the takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, working inside the closed guard now. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Bottom fighter trying to control posture, unable to do so.
And now he's in a lot of danger. He's got to grab that head or he's going to get blasted.
All right, got to be careful playing around inside his guard.
Absolutely, John. That's why you don't sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, it gives these guys too many opportunities to chase submissions, and now he's jumping on a triangle.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him. Looking for a guillotine. Posturing up now.
Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
Oh, and he escapes up to his feet. Very nice. Well, you didn't see a lot of the body work from him in the earlier rounds, but he's certainly getting after it here. Big shot to the body connects there. We'll see if he can follow it up. And he connects with a punch there. We'll see if there's more where that came from.
Boxing, boxing, boxing.
Oh, and he gets the takedown. Useful. All right, so he postures up here and now figures to rain down some ground strikes.
Yeah, the ground and pound will be aplenty from this position.
All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Oh, Volkanovski's got him in a crucifix now, going to go to work from the top. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship rounds.
Stop, stop, stop.
All right, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the replay.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now,
That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Sit down, take a drink, sit back, relax, and listen. Keep doing what you're doing. It's great. All right, so here we go with our fourth round of a possible 5, and a lot of fighters change up their training camp when they're fighting 5 rounds versus 3.
Yeah, you gotta change it up. You have to mix things up because fighting for an extra 10 minutes is not normal. Guys don't do this normally. It's a 15-minute fight. So you have to do things physically and also mentally to make sure that you're ready to go that extra 10 minutes. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this? Ooh-wee, what a right hand by this young man.
The takedown. It wasn't for any lack of effort, but finally that shot was good enough to get his opponent down.
I don't know how many times, John, I could have watched this guy shoot takedown attempts without securing one. It's almost like out of pity. You feel good for him to finally get it done. Now what does he do with this top control?
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations.
Oh, watch guillotine here. Oh, he's stuck in the guillotine.
He's going for your neck. He might get a finish here. Wow. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting him up now. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots.
Ooh, big shot lands.
And both guys really throwing with authority. Well, a nice land there by Zabit Magomedshapipov, and his coach Mark Henry told me before the fight there may be fighters who train as hard as Zabit, but he said without a shadow of a doubt, no one trains hard.
Massive takedown attempt land.
Close guard. Oh, reversal here, DC.
What a way to switch the position. Fantastic movement by the bottom fighter.
Oh, Volkanovski's just got full mount now. And they both stand up. Trying to kick the leg out.
Nice strike. Look at him chopping the wood. Chop the wood with those leg kicks.
20 seconds now remaining in the round. Throwing that jab now again. The fighter evades. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays from that last round.
Unbelievable to see these high-level competitors get in each other's face, tuck their chin, bite down on the mouth guard, and just let it all hang out over the course of 5 minutes.
Great round, great round. He has no answer for the leg kick. I want you to get out there.
Ready to fight? Ready.
5th and final round.
Look at how he turns his hip into that leg kick.
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary proposition for the opponent.
Can't take many of those, you better check.
Just misses with the jab there. Nice double leg takedown attempt there, and you gotta think that's something that's gonna give him confidence moving forward in this fight.
A lot of confidence when it happens that easily. He took a shot, he got a takedown. What now will stop him from doing it over and over again?
All right, so pretty good damage here with the ground and pound. Nothing superficial about these strikes. They are intending to harm.
Oh yeah, he's landing very accurately, and he's landing to get damage on.
All right, well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Now maybe trying to get to a choke position here, DC. All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Under 3 minutes now to go, round 5. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
What a display of mixed martial arts there, DC. A beautiful combination, ultimately, to set up the takedown.
Deception. Deception is the key to the game, and he was very deceptive in his strikes up top to set up his takedown down low.
Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's going to be.
Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to push your opponent off to try to get back to your feet.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Back to the stand-up now, both fighters upright.
Big kick lands.
All right, so they came in unquestionably the two best in the world in this division, and they showed you exactly why here tonight. A lot of people may think the challenger did enough. For me, slight lean to the champion to retain his title.
I agree with you, John. I thought the champion did just enough to keep his belt. And this has nothing to do with you got to beat the champ to get the belt. No, the champion outworked him in the big spots, and he should retain his title.
The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 49-45. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and stand!